Yeah, so, and then let's talk about the company. So instead of describing exactly about Liontech, I decided to put some numbers on it. So the company is 2 years old at this point. We estimated I processed like about 1,200 service requests from clients in this 2-year period. Worked on 20 and more, about 20 plus projects. There was one post-ransomware successful data recovery event, so we were able to bring the data back after the ransomware, which we're going to talk about later. One targeted cybersecurity attack prevented, so there was targeted attack on one of my clients, so I was able to detect it on time and apply measures to not get it like any further. And then right now at the moment I service 100 plus workstations overall. So what is managed IT services? What do I do? So typical business, they basically, their IT consists of the network environment, servers, desktops, laptops, so like printers, databases, users. Managed IT basically manages all of that, and it comes with real-time monitoring and support for any service requests. That comes with disaster recovery solutions, so that in case of things go wrong, that we are able to bring it back. And all of that brings increased efficiency. It comes at fixed monthly cost. That covers unlimited support, and which basically predictable spending. You can call as many times as you want. It's still going to spend the same amount of money. Guaranteed response times and real-time monitoring and a security solution. So what are main causes of cybersecurity incidents? Let's talk a bit about security. This will be data or security breach, espionage, hacker attack, or errors mistake by employees. It could be a combination of either one, which we're going to talk about later. So now I have, I missed that slide, I'm sorry. There was one slide basically that basically about Bob. So this is actually a practical presentation I'd like to show, probably going to take about 5 minutes. So like what happens when you open the wrong email. So I set up a virtual machine. This is Bob's computer. So Bob got to work in the morning today. Bob is a controller at Liontech Solution. So he's new. So he just comes to work in the morning. He opens his email, and let's see what he gets. So, this is a payroll time, right? So at the end of the month, and he's gonna have to give salaries to all of the Liontech Solutions employees. And so the first email is, he wants to open this one. So what is it asking? Your payroll details update. Please click below to start the update, right? So what Bob does, okay, so payroll is coming, I have to update probably. Okay, well, let's go ahead and update. I mean, that's probably what I'm supposed to do today. And then here is asking, right, for his username, login credentials to his email. And there's only a couple red flags, but Bob was missing all of them, and he also hadn't typing his email. So I'm just gonna type in something like that because it's gonna take me longer to type in the full email. And yeah, and the password, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So, but anyway, so he gets that, and this likely it was just we were just testing him, right? So it's not really a phishing attack, but Bob still failed it. So anyway, but he continues to work. Right? There's another update. Hello, Bob. So payrolls, right? And there's another update, right? So Bob goes ahead and clicks on that, and there already been another couple red flags. And wow, it looks legit because it's a company branding and stuff, right? So, and then let's click here to download. So what Bob does, he downloads it. Don't worry, it's not a real virus. It's just like I just made it so it looks like virus. So anyway, so he goes and updates, but it says like click more info and run. So what Bob does, more info, and he runs it anyways. And what happens? oh, wow, what happened? So bad news, your file's been encrypted, right? And obviously, and this is on sale deal, right? He gets his files back. So, well, Bob figures like, probably something wrong with my files. Let's take a look, because on his desktop, he had some files set up, so he goes ahead and checks. Oh, and they're all encrypted. Okay, well, I mean, now he calls the IT department and stuff like that. It was a big mistake, right? So before we'll recover his files, I want to show, there were a couple of red flags. So on the first one, let's get the last one still. So the typical things, for example, maybe someone, do you notice anything off in this email? Or like, what will give you like a red flag?
There's no logo for QuickBooks.
That too, but it's the, oh. All right, the good eye, yeah. So the email address says Liontech instead of Liontech. So like basically someone tried to make it look like it's a company email. And then that's why actually one of the reasons why I went actually straight to inbox, because it looks legit, but it's just the domain has one misspelling, right? So basically things to look for is like domain misspellings. And if you navigate, hover over the link, it will give you different name, right? So that probably red flag too, that something is wrong with that. And obviously, IT department won't ask you to install anything. That's another probably red flag. Why would you not do that? And the other one, same thing, just the wrong. If you hover over it, it will give you. It won't give you like a Microsoft login or anything like that. It goes to portal, payroll, something. So payroll tooling, which is nothing to do with Microsoft, so it doesn't have to ask you this credential. So. Yeah, and also like grammar mistakes, if you look into this, QuickBooks has 0, and for example, support has double T. Anything like that's a red flag, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look on his desktop. Wow, okay, that's all encrypted, so it doesn't work. So there was a balance sheet, there was a QuickBooks file, it's all gone. So likely his IT department had his computer backed up on the other machine, so hopefully we can recover it. Yeah, so there's a Bob's desktop backup that I have to run, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So while it's starting, I will show you the last slide, and then we'll get back to the recovery process. Anyway, so let's summarize. What does Managed IT does to you? So we can bring security and backup. That comes with unlimited support. It comes all at fixed cost, and everything that means increased efficiency for the business. So let's see. I just want to get back to this. Well, it might not work this time, so we might need a little bit more time, but I think we have to shut down the old machine, so that's why we're. But anyways, yeah, we could get back to it. But yeah, thank you for listening, and if you have questions, thank you.
I have a question. So, what's the optimum size for businesses for you? Like, do you work with people one-man bands, or
the ideal it has to be a company with at least like 10 employees, maybe with different departments, and that need an IT support. I think it can bring more value to the larger businesses than like small teams, because typically they call me once half a year if it's a small team. You do one-time job and kind of you don't forget about them, but with bigger businesses, there are bigger problems that they have, and they have to solve.
And what would the maximum sort of size be where they probably maybe have their own IT department?
I think it's over 100, even though if they can hire a IT department, it might worth having another company, because it already comes with expertise and with team that and solutions that ready to go. Because if you have all the department, you have to build it. It takes time, and there's HR involved and everything like that. So,
right.
Yeah. Hi. You.
Questions.
Yeah, so.
Where did you find Bob?
Which? Bob? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Yeah. But it's common mistake. It's like only Bob, but don't blame me.
I am Bob. I'm like, yeah. And Marilyn can attest to that.
Yeah.
She's like, why are you clicking? You're not even reading.
Carl, next.
Safer to save
Yeah.
all the folders, all these documents on cloud-based something like
Yeah.
Google Drive rather than
As
on
long
desktop or
when it's in the cloud, there is risk that it can be accessed from somewhere else, right? So with the cloud, you have to be careful on what you use in terms of your logins. Yeah, Google Drive. Make sure you have two-factor authentication set up, even though this doesn't guarantee, but it gives you better protection. So the risk is only because it's exposed online, right? So, yeah, so that's the only. But if you have simple one password, not enough. You want to use like a second factor, as like for example, cell phone or an app that you use to. Some phones have like Androids. They have when you log in, Google asks you to approve the login. So something like that will do the job. Carl.
So the companies you're trying to work with, more than 10 people or whatever.
Yeah.
If they've already got someone doing their IT for them,
Yeah.
what should we kind of ask or listen for, or
Ask for
companies sort of figure out
for pain points, like what are they not happy with at the moment? Like what are the problems, what the challenges are? For example, in IT, right? So even though they have IT guy, there can be challenge. For example, we don't know about like our security is managed, or maybe there is a certain they don't have a right solution for something, for backups. Maybe there's only local backup, but they're looking for cloud, and they want someone to be like managing that too. So instead of, right, so there's something like that. There can be, I'm pretty sure there are situations when we could coexist with the existing IT guy if they have anyone. So he can do, say, on-site support, and we could just manage network and wireless or backups and stuff like that. So.
Probably always ask the best questions. Dig in there.
I have one, Andre.
Yeah.
How can one make the internet go faster?
That's a very like broad question, because it always depends on your like a lot of factors. Like what are you on? Are you on Wi-Fi? Are you on hardwire? Or what's your hardware?
They have obviously they have a server.
Yeah.
But it can be really slow.
Yeah.
So is that the server? Or is that because they need to be directly connected to the router or whatever?
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
So that can be just because of your limited bandwidth, right, between you and server. So it could be a Wi-Fi that is being bogged down. So that's
Sounds like it might be further conversation.
yeah, we could talk.
Thank you very much, Andre.
Yeah, welcome.